Greetings and salutations, and welcome to another edition of the YouTube channel. Too many plugins and Delta X-Ray. I'm your host Alex. Today we're gonna de-wokify our browsing experience. We're gonna take Mozilla Firefox. We're gonna take away Thunderbird, Mozilla Thunderbird, because as they used to claim that they are fast, reliable, and private. Well, they're not anymore. Here it still says that, but they have decided to go woke. They have a new logo. They are now a global crew of activists, they call themselves, and they are now going to sell your information. Mozilla also bought themselves, became an advertising company. So they're going to sell your information. Spy on you basically, and sell your data to third parties and to themselves back to Mozilla, so Firefox. So we're going to de-wokify our Linux distribution, our ISO. So we're going to create an ISO or a pen that you can run straight from a pen or install that has no more Firefox in it as default browser, and no more Thunderbird. I hope, by the way, that the distros are going to quickly follow, because Firefox used to be always the predefined a browser almost in all Linux distros, but now because Firefox went woke and went against the free software spirit, and went for privacy invading shenanigans, we're going to remove everything that is Firefox and Mozilla related. So we're going to create with Cubic. We're going to create a custom installation ISO that you can burn on a CD, DVD, or on a pen, and run it straight from the pen, or just install it. We're gonna try to put also the latest version of GIMP Shop 3.0. It's not in the repositories yet, but we're gonna create an ISO over here that creates also all the basically all the studio plugins and software from Ubuntu Studio. And we're going to try to make a very custom based one. Create also a bunch of extra applications over there that make sure your installation just immediately usable for audio, video production, and stuff like that. I start here now with an empty, how do you call that, 22.1 Linux image over here. And we're going to do it here from scratch. I got another image over here that is from 22.0 that has already many applications in it. But today we're gonna go for this. Now, the first things I want to try. So we got the GIMP uploads over here. So first we're going to create the custom Ubuntu ISO with Cubic. Cubic only runs on Ubuntu flavors, so you need Ubuntu, Kubuntu, Lubuntu, Subuntu, anything like that. Zorin OS or Linux Mint. Any Ubuntu-based distro it works. It doesn't work on Debian and does not work on MX Linux. So you really have to have an Ubuntu-based distro. And not all of them work also. I had a couple, most of them worked, but there was one, I don't remember what it was. I think it was LMDE or something, desktop environment. That one didn't work. I think it was Lubuntu, I think it was, or Subuntu. One of those two, it didn't work. So there you go. It was already a little bit different. I don't know. It had to do with the desktop environment, GTK, or whatever it was. Anyway, we're gonna start over here. We use Cubic. You have to get it from GitHub and copy the links over there in GitHub. During this, you will probably see that us. We're gonna look for it. Going to try to do everything like this. You got to create here a project, so you have to go here to your directory, and we're going to go in transfers, and that's where we are gonna create this this project. Let me say it like that. Let me see where we are now. Yeah, we are in transfer. Select. Okay, in transfer. So that's where we are. We're going to go next, and the file name is going to come up. We're going to now go to transfers, and 22.1 we're going to use, and that's an empty one. I got here 22, it's 6.7. It has already most apps in it, but we're going to start with an empty one. You go step by step, and then this one we're going to go 22.1, and then we're gonna, it's going to be Audio Visual Studio, because it's going to have all audio and visual and photography applications from Ubuntu Studio added, and a bunch of extra. And then it's going to be the wokenized. Wokenized. We just do actually different. We're gonna do no Firefox / that's maybe better. Thunderbird. That's what we're gonna call it. So let me see. This is actually over here booking about the 90 cubic. Okay. So this is the way we're gonna call it. The disk name is gonna be AVS, stands for Audio Visual Studio. Yeah, and that's the one we're gonna use. Now he's just gonna create, analyze, and create the original image. Sorry, just drinking here a coffee. Had very bad weather the last couple of weeks in Portugal, and especially yesterday we had the huge winds, 95 kilometers per hour, and then how do you call that? A gust of wind going up to 140 kilometers per hour. I'm an amateur radio guy. I have some big antennas here up my roof, and one of the antennas just literally snapped, and the whole metal frame that holds the antenna was completely bended, and the antenna was from horizontal to into a vertical position, just banging on the roof. Basically, yeah, all of a sudden in a vertical position, was completely laying flat and was still hanging only in one part of the bracket. The bottom part just completely snapped off. So today was a little bit on the roof, bring the antenna down. Now I need to put another antenna over there. So that was a little bit of a garbage. It's still really bad weather in Portugal. A lot of rain still for the next couple of days. So there you go. Today we're a little bit. Also, all the garden stuff and the plants and the pots and stuff, they flied around. Some were flying around. Some were broken. So yeah, it was a little bit of how do you call that? Damage control after the storm. Let me say it like that. Okay, so we're now in the virtual environment. So I first want to try if this actually works. I don't know if this is going to work, but I want to see if I can install the latest version of GIMP, because it's not included. It's included as a Flatpak and it's included as an app image, but it's not included yet in the distribution. So we're going to add this over here, and I want to see if he's going to allow me to add the Flatpak like this. That would be really nice. So yeah, we're gonna just add this. Let me see, 3.5.1. Team locale stable flat hub. I think this should be. I don't know if this is 3.0. It should. GIMP create GTK config GTK 3.0. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. It should be, because in Linux Mint, the 3.0 is already in the Flatpak. So we're adding this like this, so hopefully then we get also immediately GIMP 3.0. Still as a Flatpak, but then already pre-installed in this ISO. So let's see what's going to happen. This I've actually never tried, so it's the first time. To see if I can also put Flatpaks in this ISO. Cubic is already older and not maintained anymore, so this is actually coming from the time of the last update. I think was Ubuntu and Linux Mint 20. I think that was the last time this was actualized. So, I don't know if this is also really going to work to create an ISO that has already the Flatpak immediately running. It should actually, but I'm not sure about that. I'm just now totally experimenting something I've never done before. Okay, I think that worked that. So we go now over here. Let me see. That was the only thing. After this is not shown up an unable on the menu to run the following command line. Flatpak run organ stable. Okay, but that's just to see if it works or not. Once again, this is not maybe do Flatpak update. Maybe that could also help still in there. Installation complete. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's already done also. So what we're gonna do now, so we got here, I think that worked actually, to be very honest, so we can just leave it over here. We're gonna go now to, first of all, we're gonna do a open shot. And we're gonna add here open shot, and we're gonna go to PPA. Stable here, this is for basically Linux Mint, Ubuntu, and D. Okay, that's that. And we do update using insecure memory. Okay, so we're going to start with OpenShot. After that, we need to run another sudo update, and then we're first going to remove Firefox and Thunderbird. Yeah, we're running here spinning Rust, so this is a little bit slower. This no, not on an SSD. Normally I work on an SSD, but today we're on spinning Rust. But we're just going to try to compile all of this and create a very interesting Linux Mint distro. And there could be little pops in the sound because we're doing everything here from one old spinning Rust hard drive, and it can be quite taxing to be doing all of this running virtual environment, Cubic, and OBS. So there you go. I'm sorry if there are little pops in the audio, but that could happen because this is quite demanding. Okay, now we're gonna do still sudo update. Now we're gonna go to Brave. You can even do it with SSH, but I'm gonna use this alt method over here. I like that more. Okay, so we're gonna go here to Brave. Stack, install this. Okay. So now we are installing the Brave browser. Now we're gonna remove Firefox. Okay, now we're gonna remove Thunderbird. Okay, now we're gonna go again for a sudo update. So we're gonna put here the Ubuntu Studio installer. Now we're gonna go here to Cubic. And then we're gonna add also Qubit immediately to this installation. Okay, so there's Cubic already added to it. So we go now to Telegram on Linux. No. Ah, no, man, I don't want that. Ah, this is the one I wanted, yes. Okay. Do still a sudo update. Okay, now we do this one, Flatpak. System 1. And then run is this. Yeah, okay, we don't need that also. So that we have done now so also already. And we have already the studio installer also. So that should be also good. Let this just finish before I start taxing the system too much. Almost done. And now we're just going to use a simple command line, and we're just going to start like installing a lot of applications that I actually always use. So we go sudo apt install, and now we go VLC, we go LMMS, we go Ardour. Hydrogen. We go Audacity. We go Thunder. Sooner we go Blender. Think we have already dark table. Inkscape. Create open shot. Now, open shot we cannot do that. We have to do actually separate. Oh, we already did that, right? Didn't we just do that? The PPA, I think we did already. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. I'll be back in a second. There's a lot of programs installing at the same time. Takes a little bit. Sorry about that. I just gotta get out to go and get a cookie to eat. Like that, we're gonna make a very custom ISO where just this is in my case. I like these programs. I like audio production and video stuff, stuff like that. So makes really sense to have this all in one installation. But you can go yourself, add and remove stuff that you use, and you can have like that a pen or a backup DVD or a pen where you can recover your PC with all your programs in one installation, and that's the big advantage of making an ISO like this. And also, if you're installing in more computers on a bigger scale, you know, then it's great to have this because you're gonna save like that a lot of time installing separate apps for every computer. That you all the time installing basically the same ones anywhere. I'm gonna now also install one of the best for me music players I've ever used. It's called Clementine. You have also one is called Strawberry, but I like a Clementine. Clementine. Clementine player. Clementine, I think is like this. Yes. It's a jukebox player. It's really, really, really nice. One of the best players I have ever used. You can even directly rip CDs with it. But what's a nice thing of it that it can automatically, when you're ripping CDs, it can find all the information and the covers of the CDs online. So you don't need to insert everything in there. Okay, I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to check over here what I have over here. Qubit over here. I need to go to multimedia. We have Asunder, Ardour, Audacity, to do Brasero also. And Caden Live. Do Caden Live. Had that also already. Wait a second. You had open shot. We'll try. We'll do this first. I don't know if I already did this. If I hope I did already. But just to make sure, I'm just gonna add it still over here to make sure that I really installed this also already. I'm not really sure. I prefer to install it again. Okay, now first I'm gonna just install this still. 'Cause I love this MIXXX. It's a fantastic piece of software. You get the latest version from the repository. Sorry, probably is in a flat pack, but the stable version before that's in the repository is really good also. So no issue whatsoever. Okay, just quickly a sudo update. Okay, and now we go this, enter at. Okay, update. To make sure that we have OpenShot also installed. Yeah, this is already installed. Okay, that's good. So what else do we have over here? Let me see still if I'm not... So we have Clementine also installed. LMMS I think we have, yeah. OpenShot, Rhythmbox, Simple Screen we don't have yet. And we don't have OBS yet. So we need to go over here. OBS and Simple Screen Recorder. Uh, 31.0.2. Oh, OBS 31.0.2. Wasn't that? Yeah. Couldn't find OBS. OBS. We need to we just put this also over here. Copy in cubic. Paste. HTTP not supports Noble. Oh. Copy. Okay. He did something. Okay, I'm looking already for a very old. I just add this also already. Why not? It's probably way too old already, but who cares? That's already the latest version. Okay, so now we need to go over here. Oh my God, a little bit that over here. And we still need to do. Oh, goddamn. To get still a simple screen recorder, and now OBS. Now you install OBS. LibreOffice, that is already installed by default. OBS, simple screen recorder. Need to still install. I have it here still over here, Thunderbird Mill. I still need to remove out of this thing over here. So there you go. Just using this as a reference for me not to forget forget anything. And Assunder already also, yeah. So simple screen recorder we're gonna go for here also. And now let's see again in graphics what we still needed. Entangle, I think the name of it was. We had Entangle, GPick, MyPaint, Entangle, GPick, and MyPaint. Was that correct like that? Sorry about that. Forgot now again the K behind it. K and MyPaint. What else? Raw therapy, yeah. That was one we need also. Raw therapy. I hope I wrote that right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're on an old hard drive. I'm moving some files over, trying to clean up some of my SSDs and my NVMe's, and now I'm moving some stuff first over to some hard drives, and then see if we can format the other drives. And therefore, I'm now temporarily here just running on an old spinning Rust hard drive that's a little bit slow. That's why I was warning about could possibly be little pops in the audio because of that. Because the hard drive is doing a lot now. It's doing Cubic, it's running OBS and the audio and everything. So there you go. And the thing of in the end of the installation here, we can just test the ISO to see how everything is going. Okay, so now we do still an update quickly. Just gonna quickly go here through it to still see if I'm forgetting something in multimedia. I think we have everything. Hypnotics, but that already I think comes default. With, but we'll try that also, if that works. Hypno, hypnotics, is it not like that? How do you write that? I don't even know how you write that, to be honest. Hypnotics. Oh, put an S too much B behind it. Multimedia. Yeah, hypnotics. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, as already the latest version installed. Yeah, I thought it already that comes a default over there. So Cubic also over here, repositories, Ubuntu Studio we have done also already. Games, no, we don't need any more. Definitions, accessories, we got already. Yeah, we can do a clam AV, exactly. That's a good one. Clam AV. So, a virus scanner. I need to still look for the low latency driver. How was that exactly? Uh, the low latency kernel. And this was, I think I got it from here. It's for embedded systems. I think I got it from here. Yeah, this low latency driver stuff. Ubuntu kernel, low latency. Ah, yeah, that's these ones over here. Yeah. Low latency 20. Focal. Noble. We're on 24.04. Jammy focal. So let me see. This Linux, Linux Mint. Let me just see. 22.1. Which version is that? Let me see. Release notes, long-term support. What is it based on? Codename Sia. Let me see. Should then take the low latency HC20. 2024 LTS. And this one is an LTS also. So I think it's Noble. Based on Noble. Hmm. I think it was just like this. If I remember it well, you just need to do sudo opt install and then. I think it was like this. If I remember it well. Yes. Yeah, I need to go back a little bit into memory lane. So this is XFCE edition 22.1 is the version we are now modifying over here. Then still doing an update. Put us install CLC Matrix, Inkscape. We have also already Pix. That one, I don't know if we have that one. Pix. GPIC we have, but Pix we don't have yet, I think. Yeah. Pix. So the latest version, okay, that comes in default in see in Ubuntu. I think that is basically that we have everything now. To be very honest, games are not going to put anything. Oh, I can even install still C Matrix. C Matrix. Yeah. To be honest, I think that is basically that we have everything now over here. We have Cubic, Darktable, Drawing, Entangled. I think we basically have everything. GPix, HexChat. LibreOffice already default. We got Mix, MyPaint, OpenShot, Raw Therapy, Simple Screen Recorder. And then you can, these two installers you can find here that you can click on here and still install all sorts of apps and the Pipewire audio configuration of Ubuntu Studio and all the apps. You can use these apps over here that are now already included here also to still upgrade this version to all the settings and apps from Ubuntu Studio. So there you go. I think that we basically have everything. Still going to run a sudo apt update. Okay, I think that we're gonna leave it over here. I think we have basically everything. So I'm gonna now let me see. Yeah, I think we really have everything. To be very honest, internet also Thunderbird mail that I removed already from there. Brave browser, transmission. Yeah, the rest everything is there. LMS is there. OBS. Rhythmbox comes with default. Xadeu comes also as default. Yeah, we're gonna burn this. We're gonna create this ISO, and then have just a little bit of patience, and then we'll immediately test it here in real time here in the live environment, so you can see the apps we just created, and then. Check out in the link below, but that only goes for my channel. Too many plugins. This is going to be uploaded to two different channels, but only the channel. Too many plugins. You can find the direct link to download this ISO if you want to run it from a pen, install it, burn it on a DVD, or run it from a pen. Create that with a little USB creator here in system. Where is it? There's a little application over here. I think it's in accessories. Yes, this one here. This app you can use here to burn this image to a pen, and then you can run it from there straight from the USB pen, or you can install it on your computer. So use this program. If you're in Windows, you can use Rufus or UNet booting you can use. So there you go. You just need a disk image created for USB pens. Okay, we're going to continue over here. Sorry about that. Let me just build this over here. So we have the low latency kernel over here in this moment. That's a 6.8.0.55. So low latency kernel. We leave it in the middle over here. Larger size, faster, lower size, slower, higher compression. So lower compression, you get a bigger size. Higher compression, you get a slower size, but it's slower in decoding. So smaller size, but slower in decoding. but higher compression. Larger site, faster, lower compression. So there you go. We're gonna just leave it in the same. Let me just here create compress this and create the ISO, and then we can, if you wait 2 minutes or 3 minutes, we can immediately test this in a live environment to see if all the apps are there. The thing of GIMP, I don't know. That was just a pure experiment. And as then, by the way, also immediately Cubic also added over there in the installation. So you got just one disk or one pen that you can keep on installing on other computers without needing to all the time install all the apps after that separately. And so you can install it in several computers, and you can also have then the ease of whenever goes something wrong in your computer, then you have one pen, one ISO, where you can completely recover your computer without you spending still hours downloading a little apps and flat packages to recover your system with all the programs that you need. So that's very handy, you know. Of course, it doesn't take the system configuration. It takes only all the applications, all the software. You have them in one installer, so you can have it on a USB pen to directly run it from there, or install it in other computers, or recover your computer very quickly with that. So there you go. And believe me, that saves you so much time. I had it already several times. You can just have it sometimes something goes wrong, or you want to just install it quickly on another computer, another portable, another system of a friend or a client or something. Or something goes wrong in your system like this. You got one file that you on a pen you can so quickly then recover your system completely with all the apps that you need, and then it's just a question of just configure it after that for your liking, you know, the theming and stuff like that, you know, and then open some apps and reconfigure them to put them working again, you know. But besides that, you know, you can literally in you know, a very short period of time you can have your whole computer recovered, you know. So it's fantastic, you know. That takes a little bit longer installing because it has already all the programs you normally download and install. After the installation, you have already bundled within in the installation. So it takes a little bit longer installing, of course, you know, and also creating the USB pen. But that a little bit longer that it takes, it saves you so much time. It's really, really incredible, you know. And then you can still add or remove one or two programs that another person doesn't use or you don't use. You can still remove it afterwards. But that's so much quicker, you know. That's then probably one or two things or three things that maybe if you install it in someone else's computer, you then remove or something. But so much quicker than just starting and needing to install everything. And by the way, like this many times, you don't get so many actualizations also, because you get still some, but you don't get so many because most the ISO you now have created have mostly the apps from the repository, the most recent for your distribution, and when you see me taking it from a website and adding there the PPAs like that, you really stay with the latest versions, basically. Except a couple of them that then can get still a small update through the update center over here. By the way, all of this works in all versions of Ubuntu, not just Linux Mint, Ubuntu, Lubuntu, Xubuntu, Zorin OS, except Debian or MX Linux. There it doesn't work. And I had one time a problem with one Ubuntu version. I think it was Lubuntu. I think it was, yeah. I think it was Lubuntu or Subuntu that it failed, but that could have also been because of the desktop that I chose for it. I think it was LMDE desktop or something that it failed. It didn't work. But it was the only one. But then it told me immediately also that it wasn't possible when I started already creating the project was already telling me there was an issue. But for the rest, all the Ubuntu derivatives work fine, except Debian and MX Linux, because they are, while Ubuntu is based on Debian, they are not compatible with Cubic. So that's the issue over there. This is, by the way, almost done. The rest is here all really, really quickly. Um, and then we're gonna test it. Yeah. Sorry about this computer. It's a little bit slower. That's what I keep on saying. This is the 8-core FX I'm running over here, and the FirePro W600 with 2 gigabytes of VRAM and 32 gigabytes of memory. Only this moment I'm using spinning Rust. Normally I use an SSD, which is way faster. But what I was saying before, I'm doing some backing up and need to install Windows even new on two computers. So I'm moving some stuff from some drives to the other drives to be able to format everything without losing anything. Using some old school drives to pass some stuff to the old spinning Rust and then be able to format the SSDs and the NVMe's and then place it all back again. So there you go. That's why I'm working here with spinning Rust. That's why this is all taking just a little bit longer, but not so much longer also, but takes a little bit longer. And this is why you can also have little audio pops because this is also like quite demanding Cubic. This virtual environment that is running. Now it's here just writing quickly the image and the checksum, but that's really quick. And now you have also immediately an installation without Firefox, with Brave, and without Thunderbird, and then you can just use yourself another mail client. There are several other mail clients that you can use for Linux. I don't put any mail client because I don't like to use really mail clients, so I just removed completely Thunderbird. But you could even still in Cubic add still through PPA or just a sudo apt-get some other mail client that you would like to use for, or just to open your mail client in Brave in the Explorer. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, and for all you PC techs out there, there's also a Linux program that I can really recommend is to make a clone, to clone hard drives from Windows and Linux. It's called CloneZilla or RescueZilla. It's really, really fantastic. And you should definitely use that. You can, and MX Linux, by the way, is also very nice to recover operating systems. Have some really cool features also there. I'm gonna just test it now, but I like very much CloneZilla and RescueZilla, so that's also like really handy if you have some issues. And has some really nice tools for computer techs and for recovery. And that MX Linux is really great also. I can highly recommend it. Let's just test this. So yeah, there it's running already. I just put this full screen. Yeah, it's in a sort of virtual box. Runs this in Cubic. It's called Kimu. It's a virtual box. It's actually quite nice, but it's of course demanding, huh? And a slow virtual box. Okay, so this is just the ISO that we created. Here's the installer. Now we go here to programs. There's all the programs that we installed. Hydrogen, Hypnotics, Mix, OBS, OpenShot, Pulse Rhythm Box, Simple Screen Recorder, VLC. Here are all the programs. Asunder, CD Ripper, Clementine, Music Box. So LibreOffice. We have Brave Browser, Matrix, Telegram, Graphics, Blender, Darktable, Drawing, GPic, Inkscape. Let me see. Do we have we have Cubic also, document reader, image reader. Let me see about the graphics. Do we also have here? I don't know if that really. I don't know if GIMP really got there. Let me see that. GIMP. Yeah, that thing of GIMP that failed. So here you have to yourself still install a GIMP shop. That's then the only thing that literally really failed, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm not really so surprised by that. Yeah, that one didn't work through the Flatpak, and I think that has to do with Cubic itself. It probably is not really prepared for that yet, because then when the last time this was updated, the Flatpaks weren't really that big. So yeah, that's the only one that actually failed. It was a GIMP shop through the Flatpak that failed. Unfortunately, it's not here also in multimedia. No offers. And sometimes he puts it also in the wrong accessories. Sometimes he puts it also in the wrong thing. View multiple image viewer, QDisc, C matrix. Here's a C matrix effect. So yeah, that was the only one that failed. So now you have to just go still to a software boutique and then just install a GIMP shop. That was the only one that didn't work. If I would just did the sudo opt get install GIMP shop, it would have been here just added, but then the older version, not 3.0, the latest version that just came out. So that's the only thing that didn't work, but that was also an experiment, like I was saying in the beginning. For the rest, everything is working, everything is there, and we have now Mozilla, no more Firefox, no more Thunderbird, and we have our own custom Linux installer over here. So very quick recovery and installation of operating system on various computers, or to recover your own operating system. In 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, as they say. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and stay safe, take care. I'll catch you in the next video.